Hello friends, and welcome to week 3 of our Creative Lent study. My name is Ramona Samuel, and I have been guiding us for the past few weeks, 2 weeks, into this study, looking at Matthew chapter 26 and Jesus's time in the Garden of Gethsemane and the different things that he said during that time. So today we are on where he says, "Let this cup pass from me." And that is in verse 39, Matthew chapter 26 and verse 39. If it is possible, let this cup. I just want you to go over what we did the last couple of weeks. So this was week 1. And I'm not sure if I'm showing it to you upside down or not. Where he said, "Sit here while I go and pray." And then we looked at my soul is grieved to the point of death. And we did this last week. And we are on week 3 with "Let this cup pass from me." And I'm going to work this way in my book this week. So what will you need? So I've got together some bits and pieces. So on this bit of card, I've just gone and looked through some magazines that I have and cut out words, and then from that just cut different letters for the saying, "Let this cup pass from me." And I will use this in my work today, so I'll put this down here. I also printed off this thing from online search. I just searched sorry, cup printable image, and you can do this if you want. I won't be using this. I'm going to attempt to draw my own cup, but I just thought I'd show you. You could do that, and you can trace this, or you could just cut it out to put into your work. So I've got my cup. So this is what I'm going to be using to draw, to help me draw. I won't be doing the patterns, mind you. Just the shape. And then I've got some other bits and pieces. So today we're doing junk journaling, and this may upset some of you, so look away if you don't like tearing up books. So I've got an old map from a book, for an old map book, and I've got some just origami papers. You can use magazine pages as well if you find a page that has an image that isn't a particular image, it's just a print. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. That would be good. I've also got some buttons. I haven't worked out how I'm going to use this yet, but we've got some buttons. I've got some book pages, some music sheets, and I've also got some washi tape, and I've got a ruler, because you may need a ruler to tear around your paper, although I might just do that without using a ruler. And I have this, which is kind of calling out to me, and I think I normally wouldn't use something like this, but it's kind of calling to me, and so I think I'm gonna incorporate it into what I'm doing. I've also got a sticker book, because you also can use stickers to add a bit of interest to your work. And I have also got some letters, letter stamps, sorry. And based on the letters I have on my cutout bits, I'll see, and I will incorporate this as well with my ink pad into the work. So that's that. So let's go ahead. Basically, you want to, junk journaling is really just using up junk and stuff that you have. My camera just jumped and I don't know why it did that. Yeah, you just want to use up things that you have around the house, so you're not necessarily buying stuff. I mean, I've got washi tape, so I'm using that. It's not technically junk, but you can save your magazines and things that come through the post, junk mail that comes through the post, and you can use this in your work. And it's just another way. I see it as I'm saving papers from the landfill. That's what I see it as. My camera keeps like jerking. I hope this records okay. Right, I don't know if it's just trying to find where to focus on or what, but we'll see. Right, so let's start. So the first thing I'm going to do, what the best thing is to do is to, glue stick, yes, so you need a glue stick, is to kind of lay your papers down on the page and play around and see how you want to play with the image. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play around a little bit, and what I usually do is take a photograph of it, and then I can take it all off and start working, but I'm using my phone to film, so I won't be doing that. So wish me luck. Right, so usually I would start with some, like a page on here, and I'm just going to take away this bit where the text isn't on it. I don't normally like straight lines. I normally try to just tear the pages randomly, but what I have in my head is kind of blocks. I'm going to show you something what I mean. So this is, you can see it's just different bits of paper. It's in block, rectangles, squares, that kind of thing. That's what I mean. Normally I would tear around the paper and it's not straight. So I'll do that. I'll have this, and I don't know if I want this as big, so I'm going to cut this down a little bit more. And I'll just put it here, and then get this one, which is a slightly different shade, as you can see. I don't know if you can see it through there. Let this cup pass from me, if it is possible. Thinking through situations that we find ourselves in that are just hard and we want it to be over and done with as quickly as possible, don't we? Well, I do. And it's that sense, that's how Jesus was feeling. He sort of knew he had to do this thing, and he sort of prayed, you know, if there's a way where I don't have to endure this suffering, that would be super awesome, God. I'm feeling like I'm going to use this as a base, as it is the whole page. I'm just going to trim some bits off. Just trim the edge, and I think I'm just going to use this. This is a particular shot of metal ruler. It's really good for tearing. It works better than if you were using a plastic ruler. Or you could just simply cut. But I like the rough edges that I get from tearing. Yeah, so sometimes we are facing situations that are not very pleasant, and we just want them to be over and done with as quickly as possible. It's a bit too wide, so I need to tear a little bit more on this side, and that's okay. And I think it's comforting to know that even Jesus had that moment where he's wanting this thing to be done with, you know, let it be over and done with as soon as possible. Right, so yeah, I'm gonna use this like this. All right, so let me get my glue, and you can use soft glue, liquid glue if you want. That's quite all right. It's less messy using the glue stick. And I hope that I don't run out of glue stick. I suspect that this one is on its way out. Okay, this side. So I'm just gonna put it down and swoosh it around, make sure that I don't have bubbles. I can use a ruler. I'm using my plastic ruler just to burnish it, smooth it down so you don't have bubbles, making sure your edges get covered as well. Sorry, it's very noisy. Okay, so I've got my base, and now I'm going to begin to layer onto it. And I do want to create a writing space with this. So I will incorporate some white paper, and I need my, where are you? There's one more thing I need, and I'm hoping it's within easy reach, having tidied up my desk. There it is. Excellent. Having tidied up my desk the other day. So I've got this down, and now I'm beginning to think about how I want to layer the different elements that I have. I did say I was going to use this, but now I'm thinking it's kind of overpowering. So I may use some of it, and I'll work out how. Oh yes, I know. So I'm gonna tear. This paper is not very well. I don't like this particular paper from this particular magazine. It's a bit too brittly for me. I know this looks like a pea, so I'm not sure I like it. But let's leave it down for now. We're not going to stick it down just yet. Let's just leave it for now. Just put it on here and let me start layering pages and see how I feel about things. See what it looks like. Okay, if I do it like this way, and then see, that's why I don't like squares. So we said we were going to be working in squares, right? Sorry, it's on the camera. I've abandoned the idea of squares because I just like tearing paper. Okay, let's have this down here. I feel like I'm not doing so well this time around with this. I've done this loads of times, and oh, I think I know what. Yeah, I've just worked out what it is. Okay, so one of the things to think about. So I've got this page down, which is the colors are similar, and you want to layer different colors so you get a variation of papers, right? So from like this, you might have this, and you build upon that, and you might put something with a bit of color on top of it, and you get that kind of idea. So that's what we're going to do. Let me bring out the different papers I have here, and let me start layering onto it, and then I will put the book pages onto it. I said I wanted to work in blocks, so I'm going to tear this. Oops. I don't want any straight edges. That I mean as if I cut them, yeah. So I'm just getting rid of the straight, sharp edges. One more. Okay, so I've got this. If I put this on like this, we'll see how it works. Okay, and then let's go in with, let's see, no, we don't want to do that at all. Let's do this one. Yeah, on top of that. Yes, I like that. Okay, so I'm going to do it slightly more rectangular. Then square. One of the things that's easier to do is if you were trying to actually tear from the wide a bit. Oops. All right. Okay, so if I kind of have this way, yeah, and then have another piece of coming across this way. So I'm not going to stick it down yet. I just want to see what it looks like. And then I'm going to go in with, I'm going to use this somewhere because it has lots of cups in it and a kettle. Put it to one side for now. I think I might use this. And actually, I think I might, I want it like this. No, okay. Oh my goodness. Right, so we have this. And then I'm going to come in with this one. Okay. See, if I was doing this not on camera, not for anybody to follow, it would be completely different. So I hope this is making sense. And this is just one way of doing it. You can totally ignore everything I said and just collage all the bits onto your page. Okay, so we've got the layers. Work out where I'm going to put the cup. Okay, so I've got this here like this, and I think I like this that way. So I'm going to stick it down. Yeah. We're sticking down, or we want this in the middle to balance it off. And the camera has done something weird again. Yeah, okay, so we're doing that. We're going to, yeah, sticking this down. We're sticking this down. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing this. So we put in this here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do actually before I do that is I am going to just darken my edges with this Distress ink just to get rid of the sort of white glare that's from the paper being torn. You can use a marker for this, a felt tip, permanent marker, brown, just go just the edges. If I'm finding that I don't like this video, I'm just going to record it again and do something else because this is, I don't know why it's so stressful. Okay, so let's stick this down. Oops, yep, I'm on the last of this glue. Such fun. All right. Kind of feel like saying, like, Jesus, let this cup pass from me. So I'm not doing this very well. Right, so we've got this down. And then we're going to put this one here. Grab another glue stick. One that actually has glue in it would be good. I hope that if you have been following the Creative Lent, that you have been enjoying it, the process, and been inspired by it all. That's my hope anyway. Okay, I'll put this here. Oh, what is happening? Why is it stopped? No, it hasn't stopped. Okay. Carry on, Ramona, as you were. Okay, let's put this here. Just making sure I get out any air bubbles from the glue. Put the lid on. Okay, so let's see what we have. Okay. Okay, let's go in now with our book pages. So if I put this across here, let's see what that looks like. And I have a bit down here. It's kind of like making a patchwork, if you think about it that way. Just on this here, yeah, and music. I might make this smaller, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm just off camera, just slightly off camera, just playing around with this paper. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So I'm going to stick it down now. Let's commit to it. Let's commit. I think this is a is an easy one. I think it's probably not as involved as the others we've done. And here I'm going to take some of this down. And put it here. Put it this way, actually, yeah. So you basically want to play around before you commit to sticking down. Just move it about, take photographs, have a look at them, and see which ones you're happy with. Don't do like I'm doing, which is what I normally do. I do play around with it first, and then decide. Okay. Get it all down. Okay, so the patchwork effect is this way. You can see but we're working long lengthwise. And so I'm going to come in with some washi tape. Okay, you don't have to do this, but it's just another element to it. So I'm just gonna put it at random places, place it down randomly along the page, and it's coming together, and I'm actually liking it's growing on me. It's growing on me. Let's just say washi tape is a sort of decorative tape that doesn't leave marks, so I could peel it off, except that there's glue there. So let me go where there's no glue, and it doesn't damage the paper. I'm just gonna cut a little bit off where, if you want it to be more permanent, then you can put some glue onto it. Okay, what time is it? How much time? Okay, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. So I'm just putting it at, and I try to use colors that I think were together. I'm still trying to keep with the green theme that we've been loosely working with. So I'm trying to continue that. So just putting this at different places on the sheet, on the page. And there's no right or wrong. It's just whatever takes your fancy. So I'm liking that so far. Just gonna put some glue on here because it wasn't down properly. All right. So as you can see, that picture I had before, I've abandoned it. I'm going to put some of this one at the top here. And it's torn in a weird way, and that's okay. I'm actually going to tear it, because I don't want straight edges, not even with my washi. I just find it's a lot, it's more, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's more aesthetically pleasing when I don't have it in straight lines, even the washi tape. And I'm trying to mirror the washi in terms of threes. So I don't know if you've noticed that I've done it in terms of threes, because apparently there's something about in art or in photography as well, there's something about how our eyes look at images when we have it in threes, or maybe it's odd numbers, I can't remember. Put a little bit more glue under here. All right, okay, so this is what we have so far. Let me put it this way so you can see. Right, and I've got my buttons, and so now I need to work out where I want to put the buttons, and then I've got my letters as well, and my cup drawing. So for the sake of the video, I am going to use the cup image that I picked up off the internet. You don't want to see me struggling to draw. I will draw on the evening when we get together. So that's my cup. It's not a brilliant cup, to be honest. I don't really like the shape, but we'll go with that. So I'm going to tear. I'm just going to tear around it. Very carefully, trying not to tear the image itself. I have to turn a little bit of it, but that's okay. And yes, I can obviously see, already see that I don't like it, but that's just wrecking my work. I might have to paint it or something. Let me see if I distress the edges, if that will help. I know I said about tearing, but I'm just gonna actually use the scissors. Okay, so now let's do that. Let's do the edges. It's not a brilliant cup, to be fair. Because I wasn't planning to use it, I didn't really look for one that was amazing. And I think I want to give it some color. So I'm going to use my green ink with my washing up sponge. I'm just going to ink it. Oops, try to tear the paper. Okay, this is kind of okay. I'm not 100% happy with it. Okay, if I put it down here, that's not too bad. For the sake of the video, I'll continue, and then I may just go over and do something else, like draw my own cup, I mean. So I'll put this here. I'm not going to stick it down. I'm going to put some washi tape to keep it in place for now. That adds a different dimension also. So I'm filming on Sunday afternoon because I have a all-day affair tomorrow. I can't remember what it is now. I think we have the visit of the Vice President of the Methodist Conference, and people who are under 10 years and under in ministry. We normally meet together, so that's what's happening tomorrow. So I kind of like the cup with the washi tape. Is in a strange way, it's I'll put this so you can see. It has kind of given the cup, the really boring cup, some texture. And so maybe what I need to do is to actually put the washi tape onto the cup so that it doesn't look as dull. And I keep losing the edge of the washi tape. Okay. Check our time. This is just got a few more things to do, and then we're done. Yeah, okay. So I like that the cup has the washi tape on it. And we're just going to leave it this way for now. And then we're going to go in with the words. So we want to say, let this cup pass from me. Right, so after that debacle of trying to find the right letters and so on, off camera, I have just went back into my magazine stash and found some words that had the letters I wanted, and I've added them too. And I've also stuck on my buttons just here. I'm actually liking this, even though I didn't at first with, you know, with the cup. I'm still not 100% happy with it, but I think it's all right, and I like the effect of using the washi tape on it. So here we have it. Let this cup pass from me. You can see it. And I will put a picture so you can see it better. So I hope this was okay for you. I apologize for being a bit indecisive and perhaps not as clear. So if I'm not very clear, and if you want to comment that, send me a message. If there was something that confused you, send me a message and let me know. And we will be doing this all over again on Friday, and perhaps I'll have all my wits together, and it will be a better experience. But yes, one of the things I always like to say is that when I'm doing this for my Bible journaling, it's really about the process more than the finished product. So I try not to stress about things going wrong, because that takes away the focus from me concentrating and on the scripture and what I think God is saying to me in the particular text. And this one, I think, is quite fitting that there were some issues and struggles, because we're talking about Jesus, you know, struggling with the fact that he knew what was going to be happening and really wanting it to be over and done with, and not have to go through it. And sometimes we have those things in life where we are doing something and it's not going the way we want it to. And it can be very easy for us to just think, let me just bypass this whole process. But sometimes we have to go through the process so that we come through on the other hand much better than when we started. So be encouraged, and I will see you on Friday if you're joining us for a session together on Zoom. If you would like to and you don't know the details, send me a message and I'll send you the Zoom link, and you can join from wherever you are in the world. It is 7 p.m. UK time, so wherever you are in the world, you can join us, and hope to see you then. Okay, God bless and bye.